Let's start with 20 heel raises, holding onto the wall or a chair for support if you want to. Going into squat twists, feet shoulder width apart, twisting as you come up, alternating sides for a total of 20 reps. Stepping your feet to a wide angle, arms out at your sides, touch opposite hand to foot, folding from the hips 10 times on each side. Feet back to shoulder width apart, going into straight leg opposite reach kicks for 20 total, keeping the core engaged throughout. Bring your arms out to your sides at shoulder height, palms facing ahead of you. Begin drawing small circles forward about the size of a tennis ball. Start to gradually make bigger movements until you are doing full arm circles. Reverse full arm circles back. This time, gradually making smaller movements, returning to those tennis ball-sized circles with your arms at shoulder height. Arms down at your sides and move to the front of your mat. Forward fold, planting your palms, bending your knees if you need to. Raise your left leg to hip height, then tap your left knee to the right calf 10 times. Repeat on the other side. Return to standing and step your left leg back to a high lunge. You can keep your hands on your hips or raise your arms up overhead, lowering them with each lunge pulse 10 times. To lunge pulse twists 10 more times. Return to the front of your mat, stepping the right leg back to a high lunge, going into 10 pulses. Ten lunge pulse twists. Stepping to the front of your mat, make your way to a push-up position. We're going into a push-up ladder, starting with 9 reps. You can do full or modified, but start with full and then make your way to modified when you feel like you're losing the integrity of the movement. After 9 reps, stretch back for a rest. Getting back into position for 8. Stretching back to rest. Back to position for 7. Pressing back for a rest, you can stretch out that upper body as needed between sets. Back up for 6. Stretching back and rotating the wrists as needed to loosen them up. Getting ready for 5. For 4. Back up for 3. For 2. And 1. Stretch it back. Coming back up for 5 more to make it 50. Press back and stretch as needed. You just did 50 push-ups. Come up to kneeling with your toes together, knees at shoulder width apart. Tighten up through the core, arms out ahead of you. Lean back as much as you can without breaking in the hips, then return to upright. Repeat for a total of 10 reps. Push through table to downward facing dog, then walk the hands back towards your feet, coming to standing, arms up overhead. Lower your hands back down to the mat, walking them out to plank. Shoulder tap once when you get there on each side, then press back, walking the hands towards your feet again, and repeat for a total of 5 walkouts with shoulder taps. Walk the hands back out to down dog, going into spider lunges, stepping the foot to the outside of the hand, then pressing back to down dog, alternating sides for a total of 10 reps on each side. Coming to plank, then side plank, right hand down. Needle the left arm under the body, twisting and opening back up 5 times. Repeat on the opposite side. Then making your way to kneeling, sitting on your heels, clasp the hands and draw figure 8s, loosening up the wrists. Move to seated and then come into a reverse table position. Making sure to bend at the elbows, go into 10 reverse table dips. Lower your hips and hug your knees for a rest. Returning to reverse table for 10 more dips. Hug your knees. Then coming back for your last set of 10. Lower your hips and make your way down to your back. Feet together, knees apart, arms down at your sides, going into glute bridge pulses 20 times. Keeping your legs as they are, but you can walk your feet out just a bit further from you if you want to, arms up overhead, going into frog sit-ups for 10. Bring your arms to your sides, releasing the legs, then sending them straight up. Tuck your hands just under your hips on either side to protect your back, then going into double leg lifts, drawing a giant figure 8 coming down and back up. Repeat 4 figure 8s one way, then reverse and do 4 the other way. Keeping those legs up, go right into reverse crunches 10 times. Roll through to a tabletop position. Line yourself up, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, curl those toes under and hover the knees. Going into shoulder taps 10 times on each side, trying to move the body as little as possible in between. Lower to kneeling, feet flat, then right leg leading, step to standing and back down. Repeat for a total of 5 times, leading with the right leg, then 5 more leading with the left. Coming back up after the last one, take your time to stretch it out.